This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Been checking out a little bit of the NBA lately, and you can't go past it. Every time LeBron James steps out on the court, he breaks a new record. So a couple of nights ago, he was playing against the Portland Trail Blazers, and he became the first person in their 21st year of playing in the NBA to score 35 points.
What?
Wow.
So how many people have played 21 years in the NBA for starters? That's a small pool, right?
So 2 days later now, he comes up against the Houston Rockets, and he scores 37. So then he becomes the
first one to do. Yeah, okay.
So yesterday when they played the Phoenix Suns, he became the first person to reach 39,000 points in the NBA. And they're saying that there's another 35 games that he'll actually hit the target of scoring 40,000 points playing in the NBA.
It's hard to believe that'll ever be beaten, isn't it?
That's what they're saying at the moment. And the funny thing what is about that is that he scored, after when they were talking to him at the press conference, said, you've just 39,000 points, you're going to head toward 40,000 points. But did you realise that you're older than the head coach of the opposition team that you just coached?
Really?
Which blew him away.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He did make the sequel to Space Jam, though.
Yeah.
What a disappointment, Nate.
So some hits, some misses, is that what you're saying?
That was a big miss, and it hurt a lot of people.
And you know what I didn't like about it? Because he took his acting really seriously.
It was too much. It's like you're surrounded by cartoons, mate. The original Space Jam, right, was not even, there was no plot to it. It was basically... advertisers wanted to get products in, and Looney Tunes said, we'll do it as well. So they just had, it was basically an advertisement.
Yeah.
And then Michael Jordan stood in there, did whatever he did. And then LeBron did it again.
Same thing, but yeah, like LeBron... I can imagine
how much money would he have been given for that? Oh, my gosh. How much money does he have? Net worth?
Oh.
Okay, let's have a look at this.
All of it. It's got all of it.
All of it.
Okay.
All of it.
While we're looking at the great man's net worth, we will just check out for a second, and I'll just... So Australia won the World Cup title just a few days ago. And actually, it's 4 days from tonight when they play India in the start of a T20 series.
I know.
There's 7 players who had to stick around. LeBron James is worth an estimated $1 billion US.
It's doing
Then again, I think
what did you think he was going to be paid in?
$1 billion's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
$1 billion's a lot.
It's quite a lot.
Wait.
But he bounces... Nathan.
Messi. What
he bounces the ball, Nathan. He bounces the ball.
He might be just under.
He does.
He bounces the ball. He's got $1 billion.
And he shoots it into a hoop.
He's amazing. $1 billion. Because you can't spend $1 billion.
No, you can't. Back to the cricket.
Back to the cricket. So there's 7 players who were in the World Cup team who had to stay behind in India and play in this T20 World.
Including Travis Head, right?
Including Travis Head. So they were
who's
wondering...
been drunk the whole time since.
They're wondering if he can actually play the game because he's been absolutely putrid since. Because the first day when they were playing and the state they were in, they couldn't celebrate because it was a non-drinking state.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was illegal. So I think they moved from there and then they just get right on it.
There would have been a speakeasy in town somewhere, wouldn't there have been?
In Ahmedabad. It's a pretty heavily...
Might have been. No, you actually can get written permission.
Can you?
Yeah.
Like what?
From the government. You can get like a certificate
But the
or something.
government said Australian cricket team... No.
By the written permission, so you just pin it on their shirt when they're passed out.
Exactly. There's horrible scheduling to have to turn around and play after the final, 4 days after the final. It's ridiculous.
It's really
Clearly
terrible.
we don't care.
And you know what it reminds me of a lot of times when we're asked to do something and you look down the future.
Yes.
And Nathan always says this to me, future Shaun. So 7 of the players didn't think about future Nathan, future Shaun, future Nat.
So
what's it going to actually feel like if we win this thing and we got to play 4 days later?
So Pat Cummins, Mitch Marsh, they've come home. There's a heap of them have come home.
Yeah, a heap of them come home.
Yeah, they're like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. And Dave Warner, he must have said yes, but because he's an old cat, a couple of days ago said, this is rubbish. So he pulled out at the last moment.
And that is a tip from me to you about talking to your future self. It's if something is happening in the schedule a little while from now and someone goes, do you think you'll like that? And you know what, you probably won't, but because it's so far away, you think, I might be involved. Future you,
because what happens is
we'll kick your ass when
especially
it's the
this
day
time
before.
of year, Nathan. So people say yes to things in late November, in June, forgetting that everything happens in late November. And here we are.
Future Aussie cricketers in trouble right now. You've got to play tonight.
You've got to talk to your future self.
Well, I tell you what, there's about 5 people in the room at the moment, guys, but there's only one who's liberated a nation in 1993. That guy, that person is Jason Richardson. You might have seen him on Olympic coverage, Winter Olympic coverage, the cricket, football, racing. And apparently he's taken over from Big Ed in Better Homes and Gardens. Is There's nothing you're not doing, Richo.
And I feel like an absolute arsehole because I had 2 Doonas on last night at Crowns. And now we've been giving away air conditioners because everyone's hot. Sorry, people.
Tell me more about your pillow menu.
I like
get?
a really hard one.
Do you?
Yeah. High
We've
and
heard
hard.
that about you.
And your pillow.
Richo, before we get started, you've come bearing gifts, and we're going to...
I have double passes absolutely everywhere for the Railway Stakes on Saturday at Ascot. It's going to be magnificent.
Yes.
It's going to be 38 in Perth,
Yes.
but at Ascot it's going to be 25.
Oh, that sounds
It's going to
lovely.
be
Said that.
beautiful double
Bring a
pass. So
jumper.
anyone who would like to call or just call
Yeah,
or
13
do
24
something,
10 call.
There we go.
Yep. That's
Is there
the
a
phone
question
number.
we need to ask?
No, don't.
No,
Let's
we'll
not
give
make
them
them
to
jump
you.
through hoops.
What? Do we have
And you're
some-
giving each of these a $200 betting voucher as well, aren't you?
Gamble responsibly, but bet until your nose bleeds.
There will be no
We've got-
voucher.
There's
for
no
betting.
There's no voucher. We've
No
got 10 to
vouchers.
give away. Start
$10 to
calling.
give away. We did mention the Stawell Gift 1993
Yes.
liberated a nation, but you didn't tell us until recently,
Yeah.
just off air before we came in, one of your proudest moments came from Nathan's
Second
hometown.
proudest, perhaps.
Second proudest, the mighty Kalgoorlie Gift. So after I won the Stawell Gift, I was beautifully invited to come over for a junket to the magnificent Kalgoorlie Gift.
Thank you.
What a town.
Thank you.
What
Where
a
did you? Do you remember where you stayed?
It was at the pub.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good
with
one.
the skimpies.
The
Yes.
shaft bar, or
That
the
narrows it down to all of them.
Yeah, that's
and most
been
lunch
at Palace.
bars.
I gathered that. Dean Capobianco, Kathy Freeman, Jane
Yes.
Fleming, Darren Clark. There was literally a who's who all came to Kalgoorlie for a week.
Wow.
I was at that
Were you really?
because I watched Dean Capobianco run.
Did he win? Did he take you?
I think he did. I think he did.
Yeah.
I, think
Oh, he
I
did.
think I had the handbrake on.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But I don't tell you, the whole town was
No,
cheering
he's
for
a great
Jason.
man. Yeah, thank you.
I was cheering for Richo.
Yeah.
Where did you run the race, Richo?
It's a great question, Nath. Where did we run the race?
It was at it was Sir Richard Moore, I think. Sir Richard Moore
Right.
Oval. Yeah,
So
it was
Park,
Sir Richard
yeah.
Moore Oval.
Okay, yeah, mate.
What a lineup.
They arrived in their ones and twos.
Just like a saddest Noah's Ark you've ever seen.
out the joint and they never ran it
The
again.
big question is, what the hell did you do there for a whole week?
It was amazing. We were sort of in our off season, so it was a lot of fun, as you can imagine,
Yeah.
in Kalgoorlie. So we had some big nights. We did coaching clinics
Yep.
for the kids.
Yeah.
You would have been 20, 18, 16, 15. This is 1994. You were a kid.
Oh, 1994, I would have been like...
Just finished school.
Yeah.
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 So your running
I wouldn't
style...
have been at your footy clinic.
Well, for starters, it was an athletics clinic.
Athletics, I was going to say.
Because you did little
I
athletics,
did little
so
athletics.
you
I
should
used
have
to
been
be a
there.
state runner, yes.
Even what
100 metres, 200 metres, and triple jump and long jump were my things.
So what was your PB for the 100?
Oh, Jesus, I can't remember back then. I'm going to say 4 seconds.
That seems legit.
That's fine. I mean, you say Bolt ran 9.58.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
People were like, you should do something with this. And I was like, nah.
Nah, sounds like a lot of commitment. So you can't remember. Richo can remember every race he's ever run in that time. He ran.
Hey, talking about remembering, Bruce McAvaney's arriving in Perth, everyone.
What?
We've got to get him on.
What do you
All
mean? What do
points
you
all
mean?
the
like a
We
royal-
cannot have him and Nicolas Cage in the same state at the same time.
It's Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Thank God Coldplay have left, or we would have imploded.
How do you not know that Nicolas Cage is here?
It's
Well,
filming
I
a
just
movie.
arrived last night.
He's filming a movie down south.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
Yelling.
you guys love down south too, don't you?
Thank
That's
you.
just a thing.
Sean loves down south.
down south.
More than most. He's here.
tried it,
He's
not
here.
for me.
Give us your top 2 Nicolas Cage movies. Come on.
Well, there's the one that he Con Air.
Con Air.
Yes, Con Air.
There's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's
And
of course, the other one where he changes faces.
Yes,
Oh,
Face Off.
Face Off?
Yeah.
What about Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, City of Angels?
What about
City
Leaving
of
Las
Angels.
Vegas? That was a good movie. That was a good
Ghost-
movie.
Ghost Rider.
I mean, it's not a glittering
He's,
career, is it?
he's average at best. Hey, talking about being average at best, Shawnee, you are
Do you know he
swimming.
listens?
You are swimming to Rottnest Island,
Yeah.
mate.
We've told him there's ferries. He's an idiot.
The pages of your youth are full of glory. Move on, young man. You've got
can't.
nothing else to prove. What are you doing, man?
I've questioned myself every day. Yeah. I
So,
actually
but
just gone to training a couple of Saturdays ago and I was like, no, I'm quitting this. This is what
But
are we
do you know
doing?
what it is? You've
almost gone too
I am
far.
in awe of your personal challenges. I've never challenged myself to anything personally ever. And
Except getting up every morning.
No, that's a huge personal challenge, nor would I. But you know the people that do the mud run and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, do you do that sort of stuff?
No. I've got no competitive juices left.
Hey,
They
nor
train
any
for a
follow-through.
marathon or something. And
Well, you can't be preaching all the time. That's the
I know,
other
but
thing.
Shaun,
If
you
you're
can't-
preaching all the time, you can't be a soft ass.
But
in a
you can't
nutshell.
really move one of your arms.
Yeah, but I spoke to the surgeon. He said, well, if it hasn't broken already, just see how far you can go.
I know, but you're just going to be... Sean,
Hey, thanks, Pete. By the way.
But Sean, I'm
Sure, he's a surgeon.
no mathematician or like doctor, but like with one of your arms not working, you're just going to go in circles.
Circles, that's right. That's
You're not going to make it, mate.
One of the things is...
20K. That's ridiculous.
So I'm doing a fair bit. I'm swimming every day, Richo, pretty much. But I'm in the it's all the time.
Oh, thanks for that.
One thing that's getting me, the women just swim past me like like I'm going backwards.
Because they're going
Women
in a
are
straight
great
line, you're
swimmers.
going in circles.
You're spending all your time hitting the guide rope.
Yeah, I
The
swim
lane.
like a rock all the time. Yeah.
Well, you're too strong and impressive.
Oh, well said. Son.
Yeah, you're
Well
still-
said.
This is behind everything that Shaun does,
Yeah.
though. I've got to I'll be honest with you. It
He's
is
driven by
It
fear.
is fueled because there is a very large man that lives inside Shaun.
Loves to eat.
Called Shane.
Yeah. Oh.
And Shane has been waiting. He's waiting for the door to creak open ever since Shaun finished AFL.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he can get that door wedged open, he's going to eat everything. He's not going to do anything, and Shaun is going to balloon out.
Shane
now, this
as
is
a
the thing.
buffet
So
is
vanity's
something to
keeping it.
behold.
It is because
Yeah.
Shaun
And I love
doesn't
that.
ever want to be in the position, because we've done it to other professional athletes we've seen, where you see a professional athlete and you haven't seen for a while, and you'll get up to them close, you go, oh dear.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We have seen it.
because they know those looks.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
go. Ooh.
And that would break their soul, wouldn't it?
That would, that'd break my soul. What about you, Richo? What are you still...
Mate, I'm still capturing the heart of the nation.
You are.
And I take the responsibility of being the athlete of our generation seriously. So I've got to,
Yes.
Huge.
I've got to keep.
It's a legacy.
Yeah, that's right. So I've got to keep this look strong.
You do, because we've got to remember exactly. I mean, this is the this is the fittest you've ever been, and this is the fittest you'll ever
I don't know about that.
I can't even finish that sentence.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.